Natasha.
Debbie.
Show.
The show.
Welcome to it. Just two patriotic girls.
Learning about the world.
So please, don't take us the wrong way. Hey everybody, welcome to Magic Monday.
That's right. It is magical.
Again, your Coronation station, the Natasha and Debbie show. What?
Coronation station.
I know it's tacky, but heck, it worked. I was sitting on that since yesterday. No, seriously, thanks so much for being here. I just learned something. You know what?
I do know what you learned, but let's share with them what you just learned.
I had no idea Prince Edward used to be super freaking sexy. Why did no one tell me this?
She's been looking at some photos right before we started recording.
Because there's a little thumbnail of a video right below the one we're about to do with you guys. And I'm like, it says Prince Edward. I'm like, that can't be Prince Edward. So I Googled it real quick while we're sitting here. And I'm like, holy crap, he was attractive.
He was a very nice little man.
New Prince Edward. We did not know.
No, we didn't.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. If you like the content we put out, please hit the like button. And consider subscribing to the channel only if you want to.
That's right.
So yeah, we are going to stick with another day of Coronation stuff, and then we're not touching it again. Our hands are off.
That's right. Not until the day.
Hands are off. We're not doing anything else coronation-wise until
the actual coronation day.
Exactly.
Which we will not be doing live, but we will have something up.
We'll do something for sure. We're not exactly sure what that is yet.
Yes.
But today, we want to thank our patron, Wilf Upton, for this video. This is called King Charles Coronation, the Gold State Coach in the Royal Mews. So what this video is supposed to show us, there's going to be, of course, a tour of the Royal Mews, which never heard of that.
No, we hadn't.
Nope. And some details of the preparations, of course. If you didn't see yesterday's video, take a look back to the preparations going on in London right now. This one's going to show Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III's cars, uniforms royal drivers must wear, interior of the courtyard of Buckingham Palace, not often seen by the public. Let's see what else. Close up to the incredible Golden State Coach, which will be carrying the King and Queen to the coronation on the 6th of May. And even meet the horses who'll be pulling them. That's pretty cool. And then it goes on to say one more thing. Find out how the imperial state crown is transported for the state opening of Parliament. Why Queen Victoria never kept cars at Buckingham Palace, and where the Royal Mews staff are lucky enough to live.
This shall be interesting. I can't wait to see all this. I do want to see the Golden State Coach up close.
Yes. So that's what we're going to check out right now. We're excited. Hope that you enjoy this. Let's dive in.
Hi everyone, it's Sinead with Free Tours by Foot London. Today I'm taking you into what is called the Royal Mews, ladies and gentlemen. Not only one of the finest working stables in the world, it is home to a thriving community who is responsible for the pomp and the ceremony and the processions and the carriages and the horses and the limousines and the transport of the royal family all over the United Kingdom.
I thought the Royal Mews were the horses. I thought Mews was another word for horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the stables and all the transportation.
Now
awesome.
I know.
Today we're going to meet those horses. I'm going to show you the glass coach. We're going to see the Irish coach, the Diamond Jubilee coach, but the Triumph today, the Gold State coach. Only ever used on special occasions, but of course it'll be getting an outing again on the 6th of May, 2023. Wait until you see this. Let me introduce you to the Royal Mews.
The horses? I'm just kidding. They're beautiful. Hello.
Wow.
Oh, they are stunning. It wouldn't be the same without the horses, would it?
Your standard airport-style security check introduces us to two of the most spectacular Windsor Greys. Hello, Knightsbridge. We're meeting Knightsbridge first. 8 of these will carry the Gold State carriage.
8.
And they're usually picked because of their beautiful, mild temperament. Look, he's staring straight at me. That is Knightsbridge, and their names are all up on the back. And here is the gorgeous Milford Haven. Hi, Milford. So the Windsor Greys, so they start out in a stud at Hampton Court originally, and they don't begin training them until they're about 4 or 5, and then they take them to Windsor. And what they do then is after about 6 weeks, they expect they'll be able to put a saddle on their back, And after that, they are trained in harness work from the age of 5 on. We're meeting Castle Jordan and Shadow.
Ah, Castle Jordan.
Hi, Shadow. And it's said the Queen named all of the horses.
Really?
Wow.
Herself.
Aw.
They're absolutely beautiful. These are going to have a massive job to do coming up in the next few weeks. On the 6th of May 2023, they will be pulling the Golden State coach with King Charles and Queen Consort. Oh.
Does anybody else feel just a tiny bit bad for them because of how much weight they have to pull? I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm sure she'll say in the video here. I do. I feel a little bad for them. Like, you poor guys. I mean, 8 of them will be fine, I'm sure.
The stunning Windsor Grey.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, being turned out, no doubt.
Wow. Seeing them outside is cool like that. Bring me one of the royal horses. You know,
Right.
it's like, okay.
Am I in the way?
That's just cool.
Isn't he beautiful, folks?
Stunning. Absolutely
I
stunning.
mean, thriving, bustling community here of coachmen, groomers, handcrafted saddle makers, bridles, the horse school, the training of the horses. This huge community of staff all live and actually work here. And the accommodation
Really?
is provided by the Crown. So
Really?
they all stay on the grounds of Buckingham Palace. What a great perk to the job.
That's amazing. I want that job.
Yeah, right?
I do. You have horses all day? This is stunning. Wow. See the lanterns?
Yes.
Wow. Dang.
Here we have the semi-state landau, it says there, but it's actually pronounced landor. Now the semi-state
Landor.
landors, which you can
Can
see.
you pronounce that Landor? Y'all just trying to mess with the Americans. Okay. I'm just looking at that like, really? I would never have called it that.
Pronounced landor. Now the semi-state landors, which you can see here, can be used with the cover on and with the cover off.
Okay.
And it is particularly favoured by Queen Victoria. Look at that
Oh,
magnificent
wow.
coach.
That is stunning.
Semi-state landaus. They were kind of originally plain town carriages, but let's just say they were
look at
poked
that.
up and gilded and decorated for Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee. So
Wow.
these are regularly used for ceremonial duty and transporting of newly appointed high commissioners. They travel in them on the day they present their credentials to the king.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
This is
huh?
cool to learn
Let's
this.
see what's next.
I gotta say really quickly, I was so excited about this video, reading the description as I read you guys at the beginning, and I'm really thankful for this already.
Oh, definitely.
It's already starting to be just really cool with the information that we had no knowledge on. We'll
That's
learn a
pretty
lot.
impressive.
Yes.
Huh? Let's see what's next.
Can you just go here?
Next, you guys, is the very impressive Queen Alexandra's coach. Now, this one was built in 1865, but it was converted into a glass coach in 1893 for the Princess of Wales then, who
Wow.
later became Queen Alexander, the consort of King Edward VII.
Okay.
Now, she used it for social events up until 1925, until her death.
No.
But since 1962, this coach has carried the imperial state crown, the sword of state, and the cap of maintenance to the state opening of Parliament. So when it is travelling to Parliament, the crown, it is escorted, of course, by the household cavalry, and the crown sits on the coach,
Cool.
crimson cushion, and is lit by electric light.
Stop it.
Nice.
Look at the magnificent Queen Alexandra's state coach. Now this is the one I get excited about. This is the Irish state coach.
I'm excited about all
Now,
of them.
this was exhibited in 1851 in the Great Industrial Exhibition in Dublin with the hope of attracting the attention of Queen Victoria. But not only did it attract her attention, She actually bought the coach.
Yeah.
And when she was made
Mission
in the coast of
accomplished.
India in 1876, she had a frieze. Now let's see, just up on top of the coach there, do you see these beautiful emblems? So she had this attached, and if you just make out, you'll see two shamrocks on either side of an Indian palm tree.
Yes.
And there's also the Scottish thistle, so
Oh,
she
cool.
wanted to have India represented on top of the Irish state coach.
It's not your audio. It's when you zoom in, the audio cuts. I know that happens to us when we make
Yes,
videos
it
too.
does.
She doesn't have a microphone, so it's
I'm
not
s-
your audio.
Yeah, I'm so thankful she zoomed in so we could see that detail.
Yeah, I
You
wouldn't-
couldn't see it
would
from
never.
far away.
Oh, here we go. Now here's the glass coach, you guys.
Oh, okay, this is one I think I was thinking of.
Love this. Now, you see, you'll also notice all the windows and all the carriages are there for maximum exposure, because the idea is that, well, the job of the royal family is to see and be seen
Of course.
by everybody. And the glass coach was a favourite of the Queen Mother.
Okay.
It carried her actually to her wedding to
Really?
the then Duke of York, who later became King George VI.
That's who that was in the picture. Oh my gosh.
And 24 years later, the same coach carried Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II to her wedding.
Stop it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Goosebumps. You thought I was
Yes.
going to fist bump you.
I did.
Look, goosebumps. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's so cool. I had no idea when they showed that picture earlier that was the Queen Mother.
uh-huh.
Never seen her that young. Absolutely stunning. And then to know her daughter. Oh, that's just so beautiful. I love it. Touching.
Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II to her wedding. Its name actually comes from the use of glass panels at the top, so it gives it a much more airier, lighter, brighter feel in the inside. And it's flanked by the order of the heraldry of the Order of the Garter, which you can see there. Honi soit qui mal y pense is the motto
Yeah, I can't say
of
that.
the Order of the Garter. Wow.
There's a
Now, this
Scottish
was
state
commissioned
coach.
by Queen Mary in the 1930s.
That's beautiful too.
So whenever there's any state occasions taking place in Scotland, it'll be transported up to Holyrood Palace,
Wow.
and the horses will be transported by a horse box. So that was built in 1830, and it was acquired by Queen Mary in 1930.
Wow.
So this is the one that has two transparent panels underneath. So if you just look up there, well, it's a bit difficult to see, but it basically has a glass roof.
Really?
That makes it much brighter and airier. And of course you have the Scottish emblems of the thistle up on top.
Beautiful.
Stunning. I like
Very
the
impressive
lighter
goes on
interior, to be
Scottish
honest.
Yes.
State coach. Next,
Like glamorous.
moving on here.
You got a car?
Oh, the royal car.
Car time.
Guys.
Yay.
This
What
is
they
the
drive?
one we see quite frequently with King George inside, or King Charles. So not only is the Mews responsible for the carriages, which were of course the limousines of the 18th and 19th century, but also the cars. Now, Queen Victoria was not too pleased about the invention of the car.
Why?
She wouldn't allow any of the cars to be stored here during her reign. She thought they were horrible contraptions. So it was actually King Edward VII who moved his fleet of cars here. So
Wasn't
all
used to it.
state cars, it says there, are painted maroon and black today, and they include 3 Rolls Royces and 2 Bentleys.
Nice.
2 Jaguar stretch limousines are also garaged at the Royal Mews for use at less formal events.
What year are these?
And the reason there's only one on display today is that most of them are in use. Here, to give you an idea, little film there, the Queen arriving
Wow.
in her Rolls Royce.
Nice.
Now, 5 of her cars are the only cars in the entire of Britain that don't have number plates. However, they are required to bear the seal of Her Majesty the Queen, and they are also required to have the royal standard flying from it whenever the monarch is in residence. Whenever she is travelling in the car, rather.
Wow.
Okay.
This is
So the
awesome.
steps of St. Paul's Cathedral, and there's the monarch. Now let's see what's happening here. Oh yes, this is one of the landaus.
Hello.
And these are used every day to transport the mail from Buckingham Palace to St. James's Palace. Mail received and mail to be mailed.
Well, that's fantastic, and I love it.
So this is the state
Yes,
coach
I love
house. And these are on display here, the liveries
Wow.
Oh, uniforms.
Heck yeah.
that have been used for centuries of all the different coaches.
Get me up
and
close.
horsemen. So this would be the chauffeurs.
Royal chauffeurs.
Uniform. Must be smartly presented. We've seen them a couple of times on videos.
I don't know.
And
That's beautiful.
their particular the Ascot livery is named after the annual race meeting. Excuse me, that's a bit of a stretch. Get you out. The annual race meeting at Ascot near Windsor, and these are the ones that escort the Queen and the King now. And it's attended every year
Wow.
by the royal family. These
I
are
like
royal
that one.
watermen. So originally these guys would have transported the crown jewels from the Tower of London down to Westminster
Oh, wow.
during the state opening of Parliament. But now, since the crown jewels are transported via carriage, they still have a function in the state opening of Parliament.
Good.
And this
You
is the
should.
coachman's livery.
Huh.
State livery.
Oh, it's
There's
old.
different liveries depending on whether it's state or semi-state and seniority within the royal staff. Now, folks, one of the newest in the collection is the incredible Diamond State Jubilee coach,
okay. Which
used
is-
for the Diamond Jubilee of Her Majesty the Queen. And this amazing coach is one of the newest in the collection.
Beautiful.
It was built to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee of Her Majesty by the Australian coachmaker who actually learned his craft here at the Royal Mews.
Wow.
And his name was Mr. J. Freckleton. And it's almost 5.5 meters long, over 3 meters high, and weighs over 3 tons.
Jeez. Nothing compared to the
So
Gold
it's a
State.
bit more modern
Sure.
than the other coaches.
It is.
The beauty of this is it has representations from all of the British Empire.
Really?
This central panel you see here is painted with the royal crest of arms with the collar of the Order of the Garter on either side. The frieze are on the top of the carriages, the national emblems of the English rose.
Okay.
And what I love, look at this, the Waterford crystal in the lamps.
Every detail.
The beauty of this one is
Exactly.
it has hydraulic stabilizers. So
Oh, yeah.
it tends to be a much more smoother ride.
That would be nice.
That's impressive. We know from doing some coverage on the Queen's Jubilee how much she hated riding in the Gold State coach.
Yes.
We know that. So to hear that, I mean, it'd be kind of wrong, I guess, to go back and mess with the old things. But if it's such an uncomfortable ride, I would do it just if you're going to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just me. I don't know what that would entail, but that's nice to know that at least one of them is
It's
fairly comfortable.
yes, somewhat modernized.
Yeah, very necessary, I would say. Wow.
Stabilizers, so it tends to be a much more smoother ride.
Yeah, it's not.
Actually, the crown on top is made from English oak.
English
It
oak.
was taken from HMS Victory, which was one of the ships of Admiral Lord Horatio Nelson.
That's so cool, you guys.
Over centers.
Look at those lines.
Camera in there, so directly shows them images of the crowd.
Yeah, I can't hear her at all.
National crowd. It's like a live stream for them inside the royal coach. So continuing.
That's awesome. I don't know. You probably couldn't hear. She
I couldn't hear a word she said.
They could put a camera in there, so there's almost like a live stream of the crowd as they go by. Yeah.
How could you hear that? Impressive hearing.
We're going to head in here. The other sets of stables.
I thought that was a real pony.
I know.
Or a giant dog.
Beautiful layout here. This is the barouches that were used by Queen Victoria's children, the donkey barouche.
For children.
The pony phaeton, it's called. Queen Victoria favored this one. Oh
That's
my
good.
days.
Oh,
look
that's
at
not right.
it. So she look hilarious in that.
It's not like happy, but if it was one of her favorites, that poor pony.
It's a rather bizarre looking contraption.
That does not look comfortable.
This is what we came to see, my lovelies. Look
Time.
at this.
Epicness. They colorized that footage. They did.
They must have.
Holy crap.
Amazing.
Never seen it up close like this before. Wow. Wow. I'd still ride in it. I don't care how uncomfortable it is. Jeez. It is stunning. Look at the detail on this thing.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh man.
This is what we are going to see
I'm very
on the
excited.
Mall on the 6th of May 2023. The Gold State Coach, which has been used for every coronation in this country since the coronation of George IV
Wow.
in 1820.
Amazing.
Now, it was originally commissioned by George III for his coronation in 1760, but it wasn't ready on time.
Oh, that sucks.
George III and his wife Charlotte used it for the first time during the state opening of Parliament in 1762.
Wow.
Now, the emblems on here are all to represent, well, the Britishness of the monarch. George III was trying to distance himself from his Hanoverian relatives, so
Oh, really?
you will see at the top here. Let's have a look. And these are the Windsor Greys that will be pulling the 4-ton, 3.9 meters high Gold State Coach. Now, the last outing we saw
In the hologram.
was for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Queen, where they had a hologram of her inside the coach. So on top, you will have cherubs representing Scotland, Northern Ireland, I believe, Wales, and England. My apologies. The Triton gods is to represent the British seafaring victories over the centuries.
Wow.
And the panels actually depict victories from the 7-Year War. And the panels were actually painted by the Florentine artist Giovanni Battista Cipriani.
So that's very fast.
Now, apparently is an incredibly uncomfortable ride.
Yeah.
It weighs
George
too
IV
much.
likened it to being tossed around at sea.
Oh, wow.
And George VI said it was the most uncomfortable ride of his life.
Wow.
And the next outing will be the incredible coronation of King Charles. And we have coronation fever because we are going to be on the Mall representing, ladies and gents, doesn't get much on the Mall.
I just want to take a look at that for a second. Look at this. The detail is absolutely insanity. It is so absolutely breathtaking and such a one-of-a-kind piece of history of royalty.
Absolutely.
It's just stunning.
I mean, the detail on the spokes of the wheels.
Every single inch of it, right?
And of course it would be.
Yeah. Wow.
It's breathtaking. It's hard to take it all in at one.
It kind of, yeah, it is. And we're not even there in person, right?
Yeah.
In person, I'd just be like, can I get in? No?
Yeah.
So you're saying I can? You're saying there's a chance? Sorry, it's just, beautiful. I wish to gosh we could have gotten there to see this.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Representing, ladies and gents, doesn't get much more impressive.
No, it doesn't.
Than that. And we'll be seeing that up close and personal when the new King Charles and the Queen Consort will be traveling in this incredible coach.
That was absolutely beautiful. I loved it. It was hard to hear her a little bit. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, I helped clean the audio up a little. If I didn't, I tried.
Yes.
Don't get mad at me. But the audio was a little hard to hear her. I thought Royal Mews were horses. But yeah, I guess so that's a place you can go and do tours and stuff. Definitely on the list of things to do. Like I would say one of the first things, in fact, because that is just something. So then I guess the Gold State Coach just it stays there until it's being used. I didn't
What it
expect
sounds
it to
like.
be on public display out of these.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And I would like to go there just so you could stand there and get an idea of the scale and
Right.
the enormity.
Right.
Okay. And thanks for taking us on this ride.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this.
I want to see if I can lift a tire. No, I don't. Thank you again to Will Upton, a great patron of ours. We appreciate you, Will, so much for sending us this video because we wouldn't have found it otherwise. Perfect for the occasion. This was wonderful. How many of you have seen it in person? Not just going by for Jubilees or whatever, but maybe here. Let us know. And is it as incredibly crazy in person as we expect it to be? Does it just take your breath away? Because it takes mine away just seeing it that close in a video. Of course, you know, everything else was absolutely awesome too. Seeing the horses, the actual 4 of the horses, so half of them, they're going to be pulling the Gold Stagecoach is really neat.
That is. I thought it was great to learn that Queen Elizabeth had named all of the horses that will be pulling.
Yeah, I want to find out all of the names of the horses she named. I really enjoyed that. If you guys did, please hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, that was just great and learned a lot. And I hope you did. Let us know if you learned something.
That's right. And also let us know, what are your plans for the Coronation Day? Are you watching at home? Are you going to a pub?
Are you waiting for us to do our thing so you can join? That's fine too. But again, we're not going to be doing live, and we're still trying to figure out exactly what to do, when to do it.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Really hope that you guys liked this episode, and really let us know if you did learn something here.
Absolutely.
And if you've been to the Royal Mews. Coronation season is upon us. Until next time, guys. Love, like, jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.